Standard Brawl? Standard Brawl's fine. I like Standard Brawl. Standard, though. Good luck. Just standard? Oof, yeah, no. It's like you're playing in, even at like bronze, it's like mono red. That blue red thing. Kaito. I guess there's like a Llanowar Elves Ouroboros deck. And then, of course, your Jeskai controls stock up decks. Nope. Oh, I remember this. Somebody completely destroyed me with this once. Just out of nowhere. I don't think I've seen Ketramos in Standard ever. What does that look like? Oh, this one? Nope. Is it down here? This one? Nope. This one? No, this is standard, right? I can't find a single deck in standard that runs Ketramos. Not even the budget decks run it. Did I? Not that one. This one? No, where is it? This one? I played Balrog. I remember. Oh yeah, this one. I never played Jansen. I don't think I've played Jansen. Bracco? Never even heard of it, so probably not. Oh, wait, wait. Yeah, I remember Cheville, whatever. That's kind of neat. Standard is not shy of 55 removal spells, so that's interesting. This one? So 1/1 counters, but you're not green. And then auras get doubled. So you're kind of doing the aura thing. It's not a lot of. I guess you have Felidar Retreat. I'm more interested in equipment and auras, though. The counters are kind of annoying. I mean, that's kind of neat. If you hit someone, they're probably just doomed if they let stuff get through rather quickly. You have to do all of that, though. This is a 5-mana card. You have to have a creature to hit them with. You have to have equipment or auras. Probably not going in the 1/1 counter department. And then you have to hit someone with it. Well, it's good if you do it. It's good if you can do the thing. Otherwise, I don't really like it. I want to play Jansen. Because I have been saying that for like 2 years now and haven't played it. I don't even know when I got one. It did lose Chromox. Yeah, auras and equipment. So what? Okay. You know what's going to help me a lot? Like a whole lot? Is looking up a Jansen list, because this is... That doesn't surprise me. There aren't any newer lists. Does not surprise me. Wait, where is it? There it is. When you end step, each opponent discards a card, sack an artifact. I don't even like that. Whenever artifact you control is put in the graveyard, Lego's power. That one's fine. Wait. Oh, this creature's power. I got confused. Oh, but it costs 6. Oof. I would have loved to have seen whoever made this win with that. Halo Fountain? Are you out of your mind? Tap 15 untapped creatures. Tap 200. I like it. I like it. But it's not going to do anything. It doesn't have Zorn in it. It probably should have Zorn. Probably. I don't hate tokens. Rizza Redeemed is one of my favorite commanders. It's just really bad. I love Rizza Redeemed. I don't really like Sky Sovereign. It does have lightning, but we have Chain Lightning instead. I know this is an artifact, but it does cost 5. I suppose you can actually crew it though. Can I craft it? Yeah. It is a thing you can crew in this deck here. It should have the other simulacrum. What's Liliana doing? How is this? Well, the treasures were, I guess, helping. Not a big fan of the token doublers. It doesn't have Mother of Runes in it. Why does it have Skrelv but not Mother of Runes? No, excuse me. Giver of Runes. Mother of Runes wouldn't have been out at the time this deck was made. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to look at the mana base right now. I don't like Wishclaw Talisman. Unless there's some kind of game-winning card you can just find and cast immediately, and I don't think that's Bolas's Citadel. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Can you sack... Oh, wait, how does it read? How does it read? Can I sack it before I give it over? Remove a wish counter. Okay, so you can sacrifice it before it's handed over, because handing it over is not part of the cost. So that's pretty cool. Does it have Oswald? It does have Oswald, okay. Yeah, this list is the most recent one, and it's still kind of old, according to the internet. What is Karn doing? Stuff? I don't know about these. Mortify. Mortify can just be bitter, whatever. The card I can never remember the name of. Triumph. It doesn't even have Dark Ritual. Wow. Let's see, do we want Mother of Runes? This has haste. I care a little bit less about Mother of Runes. It's not an artifact. Skrelv is at least an artifact. It's not really one I'm looking to get rid of, though. What's the... There's like a random assortment of mana rocks in here, too. It's weird to only have 3. Usually you want all of them or none of them. What's this do? Enters, make 2 1/1s. Okay, it just does stuff. No, I added this just now myself. It was not in here. For each player, affinity for artifacts. Yeah, that's actually kind of witty. I like it more than Sky Sovereign. It doesn't do anything after it attack for each creature. Yeah, okay. This is just something to sacrifice twice. Terrarion just has to go to the graveyard? When this is put into the graveyard draw. Okay, I didn't know that. Probably Ghost Vacuum if we're going to have any of that stuff that I don't like. Instead of the other thing. I'm not going to run Mana Rocks. This is a 3-drop. They don't really help you cast it. Hidden Stockpile is very slow, if I remember. Sack a creature, scry 1. I guess it's not too slow. It's kind of slow, though. What is Dark Ritual doing? Who cares? Just put it in anyways. I feel like the token doublers are nonsense. Is this creatures only? Nope. Was it Magic Duels? Oh, I thought it was earlier than... No, Kaladesh was Duels. Yeah, you're right. Got them all mixed up. I have like 1,000 hours in each Magic Duels game. Or the Duels of the Planeswalkers game. And I played them on the console, too. I 100%ed them on the console and on the computer. I have to let my brother use my Steam account. Because you can't download the Duels games anymore unless you had them already. Because they removed them from Steam. So I have to let my brother use it. If he wants to play. He hates Magic Arena. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Unfortunately, we're stuck with it. Okay, I definitely don't like that card. I actually like Elspeth more than Anointed Procession. Is it a Goblin Bombardment deck? You know what it is? It's probably an Ajani deck, because every single deck that can play it is an Ajani deck, because it's dumb. Yeah, maybe Goblin Bombardment's okay. Maybe Impact Tremors is just better. Is that what it's called? Don't ask me how I know that off the top of my head. It is. Yeah, this feels slightly better. Could just play both, honestly. That way I don't have to, like, sack my... Like, you get 1 damage from either of them, but one of them doesn't get rid of the creature. But they both throw damage face. I didn't know they're from the same set. Can we run Gut? I don't know. I think the shuffling is fine. I haven't had a shuffling problem in Arena. That is like the farthest issue I have with Arena. This Gut? I'm not playing a 6-mana card in this deck. Isn't there a cheaper Gut that like sacks? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that one. This one's fine. Is it? These have to die. Your stuff has to die. They're kind of the same, but one of them is dying and the other is entering. I would prefer the one that has the entering clause on it. I think that is a vastly better line of text there. You can play both. Maybe I'll 3. Halo Fountain is just preposterous to me. I think tap 2 untap 2 tap creatures, draw. I guess you can untap your commander and do it again, so it's not awful. Technically, if you have enough permanence, you can like continuous. No, that's. I mean, there's like a soft engine with Halo Fountain and some token doubler, but it still requires a lot of mana. But you do get it with the treasures, but then you have to have things to untap that are not your commander. Oh yeah, you're right. I thought it was only creatures. Oh, fair enough. ETB is still better, but I guess the black one is probably better just because it comes with a single token. Spire of Industry, oh no. Oh. We have the ugly fast lands. There's only 2? What's the third one called? Vantage, right? Yeah. Be gone. Yeah, Cathar's Crusade is cool, I think. I wish there was a single player mode in Magic Arena. That would be nice. Or some sort of dungeon crawler thing where you just have runs that, cool stuff can happen. A single player would be really, really nice. No Cavern of Souls? I don't agree with that. I think Cavern's fine. Oh, that goes quicker. Yeah, we're just stuck with Sparky. No Prismatic Vista. Whoa. I own Cathar's Crusade? I do. Alright, Liliana seems ridiculous. I don't like Blood in the Snow in a deck like this. Don't like doing that. Chandelier is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I play a lot of Slay the Spire with a ton of mods in it, so I get my dungeon crawling fix. Magic needs one though. It's actually insane they haven't made one. Other than like a extremely heavily modded Chandelar. I don't like Silex. Virus Beetle is weird. I don't like Chandra. I suppose I'll keep the token doublers until they disappoint me. Kind of like Grief. I should probably play Reanimate. Grief is interesting. Grief Pact is funny. Man, maybe not. Do I own manufacturer? I don't think I do. Nope. I guess I could craft it. Ugh. What am I doing with a food token? Wait. I guess I'm using it. I don't know. Might be the best weapons manufacturing deck of all time, on top of that. Sailor Moon? Never heard of it. Alright, I really don't like Karn. I don't know what STS is. Oh, Slay the Spire. Oh! 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 Of course. I should have known. Bro, what? I'm not. What is this? No. What is this weeb nonsense? Get out of here. I'm not downloading that. Get out of here. I don't know if Fracture's any good. Could just play Chain Lightning. Or nothing. Could also just play nothing. I'm sure the cards are great. I'm just not gonna play that. I am the farthest thing from anything anime compatible. I feel so cringe when I see that stuff. A war crime in the era of playing Magic, but I don't care. I'm sure it's great. Bolsa Citadel's fine, right? Yeah, we can easily just send 10 It's 10 damage? On the Emperor? Yeah, I would say that's pretty doable. Goldhound instead of Strike It Rich. That makes enough sense to me. No, I did not buy the Weeb Llanowar Elves. Twiz bought the Weeb Llanowar Elves. That was the donation instead of we suffer in silence thanks to Twiz. I would have never bought that. Ooh, Lion Sash. What is that doing? It's weird to play Lion Sash and then sacrifice it. So it's just weird to have it chill. And I don't like Lion Sash. This is definitely not a whatever Lion Sash is trying to do deck. No, it doesn't have cut down in it. Tezzeret? I actually didn't read it. Okay, yeah, you can untap your commander. I suppose that alone is enough for me to kind of like it. That's cool to play Tezzeret whenever you can. Wait a minute, why do we have Snowlands? Hold on a second. What are you doing in here? Get out of here. Castle Lockbane is not a real card. I don't think I really gained life in this deck for Oscillate Pride. It doesn't look like I gained life for Oscillate Pride. Like at all, so I can't... It doesn't do anything. Other than play it on turn 2 and they don't block it and suddenly lose. Suddenly they lose immediately. I'd probably have Ragavan in here first. I don't like Final Showdown. I kind of like this card, kind of. I think raw face damage is enough for me to like it, but it also isn't that great. You guys keep recommending cards, but I can't run 110 cards. Oh yeah, Drix. Drix is fine. I like Drix. I think we're well past Bedevil being a real card. Yeah, I don't like Beetle either. Facebreaker's kind of okay, but it's sort of like a worse version of Fable the Mirror Breaker. I also don't have Reanimated in here. I definitely don't like the Beetle, though. No, Facebreaker has something going on. I could get rid of the... I still want Reanimate, yeah. I kind of forgot about Reanimate. Should always just put that in, especially with Stick Fingers decks hanging out. You can just be like, and then win instead of them. I like Bolas' Citadel. You just play it for 6, and in a deck like this, it can at least do 10 damage up front, just sacking 10 permanents, because you have so many like random tokens, or artifact tokens, and treasures. Also, the deck is really cheap, so the only Stonewall is lands being stuck on the top. I think Bolas Citadel is fine. You can also cast it reasonably quickly with enough treasure tokens. Usually, if you untap it, you win. Almost in every deck, actually, I'd say. Well, Black Market. Not if you've had Black Market the whole game. Maybe not those games. But all the other games. But even if it's like a 6-mana cast the top 3 cards of your deck, it's not bad. There's 40 lands in here. What is Oswald doing? There's no 5-mana artifact for Oswald to find... Wait, what about Paradox Engine? Can you win with that here? You sack a creature, treasures, make treasures, cast spells, untap, sack. Paradox Engine probably just goes stupid, right? One of those untap and win cards? Yeah, Anguish and Making's a little weird. It's a lot of mana for what it does, kind of. Well, kind of. Honestly, if I'm gonna keep a removal spell, it should just be cut down anyways. I like Chainsaw more than Chain Lightning. Tithing Blade is not in here either. Alright, no impact tremors. I don't really like Fireweaver too much. How does this work? That's fine. Oh, okay, that's kind of just the cut down I'm looking for, I think. Like Tinker's Tote? What else makes gnomes? Oh, this makes gnomes, huh? Okay, Cogwork Progenitor is actually pretty cool. Thousand Moon Smithy is pretty cool. Oh, that's no. That's super slow. I don't like that. That whole cycle of mythic rares from the vault set, those artifacts vault, just I don't like any of them. Oh, the blue one's busted though, I guess. The blue one's kind of busted. Hmm. What is Goldhound really doing? Why is this not Strike It Rich? It's also not Ragavan. Why is this in here? Let's see cast your commander turn 2, but then you don't have an artifact for it, so it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. Let's not play Recovery Unit. Maybe Cathar's Crusade is too slow? I don't know. It's 50-50. There's a disturbingly even spread of the colors in this deck. It's giving me anxiety. Yeah, I think Cathar's Crusade is too slow. You have to like play it and then it starts doing stuff if you already have. I don't know. That's just too much, maybe. It's not bad though. I'm sure there's plenty of spots where it would be great. Halo Fountain is weird. Tap 2 on tap, so that. Tap Citizen. So weird. Tap 2, untap 2 tap creatures, draw. I just don't like this. I just don't like this. So weird. I need another creature to untap with my commander. You know, otherwise, I'm just not. Like, the top part's just really not exciting at all. It also only happens once a turn, anyways. It's not that exciting. And you can't ideally sacrifice it. Yeah, that's true. The space lands, they'd help you a lot. You can forever station. But then you're playing monocolor tap lands. If Esper Sentinel wasn't an artifact, I'd probably not play it, but it is an artifact. Doesn't trigger as much these days. I still think the token doublers are wrong. Revel and Riches is pretty cool. It's 15, right, for Revel. This makes 2 each time. I spend them too much on cards, though. This might be the Revel commander, if there was one, though. It's not impossible. It's your upkeep, or is it your end step? When does it happen? Please read end step. Ugh. It was only 10. I thought it was 15. I thought it was 15. Look, I like this card, alright? One day. I don't know if this is the spot for it. 10 is actually not impossible, though. It's like a thing you could do. We could play Smothering Tithe as well. For treasure tokens? Is Smothering Tithe any good? That's too pricey? What do you mean? 4 oil counters? Put into the graveyard? Well, this does see tokens dying, right? It sees the constructs when they die. So I think this is fine. If they do not see them, then I don't like it. But I'm pretty sure they do. Same with treasure tokens? Yeah. It should see the tokens. If not, then yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, we have a Vampiric Tutor too, right? The 3 minutes to just do it? That seems perfectly reasonable to me. 3 mana reanimate? I guess you have to have a creature. I don't know, I think it's fine. 3 mana to activate that's fine. It's like you spend 3 mana to get Spirited Simulacrum back. It's like, okay. Although I guess most of the deck costs 3 or less anyways. Oh no, it's already been an hour. What have I done? Definitely hasn't felt like an hour. Could shave a land at this point. Honestly. Still think the token doublers are wrong. Could take those out. Smothering Tithe is pretty interesting, too. I think. I think we have Vampiric Tutor. I could be wrong about that. I thought we did. Or maybe it's Imperial Seal? Oh, it's Cruel Tutor. It's Cruel Tutor. It's the really weird one that's not an instant and cost 3. Never mind. I thought we had it. We just have the poopy poo poo one. That's also a mythic too, so good luck. I mean, there's just Grim Tutor anyways. There's no reason. What do we enlighten tutoring anyway? Well, if we ran it, what would we do? Not too much. Wait, hold on. Am I? Never mind. It's an artifact. Never mind. Right. It's not just enchantment. I always think enlighten tutor is only enchantments. I've thought that for like... I always think that. My brain always just goes back to that. I don't know why. Sword of the Meek? Is that in arena? I'm not. Is that in arena? Oh, it is. Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's cool. Huh. I should use that in the future. Doing something. Oh, I have to craft it, though. Maybe I can't craft it. It's not looking like I'm going to be able to get to it. Well, that's tragic. Salvation Engine could go in there too, right? Attacks, return to artifact. Other artifact creatures you control. Salvation Engine could actually go in this deck. Oh man, there's a lot of cards that we can run, and I am struggling to get to 100 cards. Apparently I never owned this. I thought I did. Alright. No Sword of the Meek. I don't own it. Didn't get there. Can I go infinite with Halo Fountain? No. You need a second creature? Well, you have to untap the Halo Fountain, don't you? How do you untap Halo Fountain? Does it untap itself? I have to read this like 10 times. How do you untap Halo Fountain? What was the card we were just looking at? This thing? I mean, I actually like this. It's also a 5-mana artifact for, like, Oswald. Alright, no Sword of the Meek. Tragic. I'm not going to run Ghost Vacuum. I don't think I like Shadow Spear that much. What is Shadow Spear doing? I didn't even notice Shadow Spear was in here. It's only doing something if I have a big token. Most of the time I don't. Well, I didn't know that was coming out tomorrow, but asking a person who's been making Magic Arena content for 10 years if they're going to make content with new content is interesting. Do I even need Demonic Junker? Enters. Each has affinity. Kills something. I feel like this only kills something and does nothing else except get sacrificed. It's a bit slow. It's not awful, though. I mean, some of these cards are just not awful. I mean, I'm just not going to run it. I already have, like, other things that are slightly better, so. Oh, we're so close. I'm not running Skrelv. I'd probably just run Mother Runes first. I could actually just run Mother Runes. There's probably enough good things in the deck. I don't have to play this. Something for my commander to sack twice. Second artifact, creature, chew treasure. I don't know. It's adorable enough. Could shave another land. We do create a lot of treasure tokens. We kind of just need 3 lands and then ideally not need any more than that. Ever. Alright, no token doublers. Instead, I'm just going to put Smothering Tithe in that spot. There we go. There are a lot of cards that you can put in this deck. It's kind of hard to find an exact 100, but I want to play the game. It's been over an hour, so we're going to just play the game at starting like this. So Jansen's been on my list of things to play for a while. I haven't played it. 3-mana 3/3. Haste, Mardu colors. Sack an artifact creature, make 2 treasures. Sack a non-creature artifact, and make 2 1/1s that are artifact creatures. So it kind of loops on its own once it gets going. There's a bunch of stuff that are sack-friendly in artifacts. There's a bunch of removal, I suppose, token, like, treasure doubler kind of things to sack, things that make artifact creatures, things that draw when you sacrifice them, a bunch of tapping and untapping and whatnot. Halo Fountain is one of those untap cards with this, but it still costs a fair amount of mana to activate. You can't, like, maybe with Paradox Engine go a little crazy or something like that, but I'm just not going to play it for now. Alright, we're sending it. I don't know, we're sending it. I'm delirious. It took too long. I know, the stream title's actually been a lie. I've not played Magic cards. It's been over an hour. This is the... What is this? I don't... Engage your combat, choose a thing, stuff. Alright, I've not seen that in... I don't know. Is this good? Is this a good hand? It's a weird hand. Yeah, I don't know. This hand might be wrong. It actually doesn't have any artifacts in it, huh? Whoops. Oh well. Oh well. Who needs artifacts in the artifact deck? Looking for land, I think? Bolus's Citadel is not what I'm looking for, especially against a mono-red deck. This is an interesting commander, I must admit. I think I will blitz out the Facebreaker, even in the face of nonsense here. Because I have Reanimate, I need a Mountain Rat, yeah. We're just gonna blitz this out. I wish they would kill it this moment right here. Ah, but they didn't. Because then I could Reanimate or something. I mean, there's like such a small, minuscule chance. Alright, anything but Lightning Bolt, please. Anything that looks like there's no Lightning Bolt. It's fine, it's not Lightning Bolt. Let's, Surveil, and then Reanimate that. Which Surveil? This one? I think any of them are fine. Diabolic Intent. Well, without anything to do with it, I'm not going to sack either of the two things I have available to me. What is the free spell my opponent's holding up this whole time? It can't be the Red Flare. I don't know. I don't know what my opponent's doing. That's holding priority with no mana. It's kind of nuts how much information is given by free priority holding. It's like insane. Pyrokinesis? Oh, sure. They didn't discard Pyrokinesis. Is this worth killing with Pyrokinesis? I wonder. Oh, well, with Beaumont Courier, I guess it is. Because you just start drawing cards again? Kinda. When can you discard your hand, sack this, put all cards? Okay, it doesn't really work out too well to do that. What did they... Is it exile or discard? Mizium Mortars. Wow. Alright, let's play Commander and be kind of sad that the only thing to sacrifice is this Interlacer. And I think we just pass. Yep. I probably don't sack it if they don't kill my commander. Oh, wow. Alright. I mean, I'm a bit surprised at the Pyrokinesis being fired off on a 2-3. It's kind of weird. They literally had Mizium Mortars to just kill it. So they just got rid of Mizium Mortars to Pyrokinesis. I don't understand. They wanted to kill it immediately so Beaumont Courier could swing, but that doesn't make sense because I can just cast this next turn, and you're back to having to deal with a creature, and you just 2-for-1 yourself for no reason. Like, this should have killed something, and you should have just waited. If the hand was that bad, you could just swing, discard it, and draw 2. So, I don't know. I think there was, like, at least 2 misplays there. I don't know. Our misplay was having nothing to do with our commander. Oh, we're about to get 400 gems. Look at that. Just in time. I don't think I've ever seen Mizium Mortars played in Magic Arena. Like, ever. I didn't even know it was in the game. I think it was a Mythic Rare, too. Just looking at it. That's unfortunate. Is it a Mythic Rare in real life? Is it? I don't think that's true at all. No, it's not. Is there a Mythic version? Yes. But it's digital only. Alright, Magic Arena is the only version. The one that doesn't exist for real is the only one that is, whatchamacallit? Hey, it's a $2 original foil. The next set, I think it's the Shadowmoor thing. I don't have any white mana, but I have an Ichor Wellspring. We're against Nashi, though. This is a really not great matchup ever. Don't really ever want to see this here. There's so much this commander does that really destroys my universe. Could have played Manufacturing first. It doesn't matter too much. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna last very long in this matchup anyways. My opponent has played 5 minutes of Magic just with Scrylands. So this, and then leave up Enlightened Tutor and act like it matters. Okay, let's get... Oh, what's going on? Okay. Interesting timing. Wow, they actually have 3 islands? That's nuts. What does Enlightened Tutor get here that's any good? I could just wait, actually. Especially with a Surveil land. Smothering Tithe, I don't think my opponent cares about this if I cast it for the turn. I'd also have to spend a turn casting it, which is kind of weird against this deck, so... I don't have a second white source. Always playing that. Alright, well, I mean, I lose to Wash Away, I guess. Of course, it looks like they have Wash Away, so I guess we just lose the game. Yep, go figure. Oh, that was fun. Well, nothing mattered. 20 minutes of Surveillance, Farseek, Wash Away, I lose. I am not recovering from that Wash Away against the Nashi deck. Land is fine. Let's go right into combat. Okay, that just happened. Let's play Tinker's Toe. Oh. They probably would trade with the Johnny. So I guess I won't let them do that. I could actually chainsaw my own Ajani token. And then not have a red permanent. Oh, wait. No, this is the red permanent. Hold on. Is this just gross? Wait a minute. Is this just like an actually disgustingly gross turn? This is a red permanent. Oh, I get to leave up Enlightened Tutor too? Wow, this is nuts. Ajani's just so stupid. It's just ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Why is that allowed? That's so gross. I guess we're in a Johnny deck. Aggravated assault. Oh wow, alright. Well that is leading to scary things. I'm not gonna tutor for anything specific here. Let's play our commander. Sack the chromatic star? I think. Play land. Do an immeasurable amount of damage to the face. I guess I could plus this at least once to have that parked thing, but why would I do that when I'm just winning with damage? Oh wait, could I have moved this? No, the equipped is 3. It's only 2 damage. It's not lethal. Alright, well this cost 500 mana, so we'll see what happens here. Opponent loses life, then destroy all creatures. Okay, so all creatures are dead. Vampiric Enlightened Tutor for Paradox Engine. Manufacturer 3/5. No, that's not enough. Smithy actually is pretty good here, I'd say. Let's play. Let's play it. The -4 also isn't really doing anything anyway, so yeah. Ajani is an angle that is difficult to deal with board wipes. Let me tell you, this card is gross. All right. The artifacts did it. It totally wasn't the cats. Totally. Actually, you know what? The artifacts did do it because the chainsaw was what I needed to have all that work. Do I have Crucius in here? I thought about Crucius. Maybe I didn't end up putting it in. This is the Gonti thing. Well, that's not a great land. Let's play that. Well, that deals with that. We can get rid of Grim Bauble. It's not doing anything. Probably won't be doing anything, so... Could just play Trawler. Just play it. they can't really steal anything with their commander that matters. Because it's all like goofy artifact things. So I'm not too pressed on them doing stuff with it. Also, that just accidentally worked out. Alright, you get in there, gold span. Oh, come on, don't you target this. Don't you target this. Alright, we're good. When do you get the other treasure? Whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell. Alright, so it just happens whenever it's targeted, period. Oh, come on! Come on. That's dumb. Who plays that card? That's stupid. Let's play you. Play Commander, so I can sack the treasure token? Oops, I have to get a white source. And then we can start doing things, because they can't kill it until I get something. Removal, 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 removal. No reanimate. That kills one of my dudes, yep. I think I'm just going to Lightning Bolt face, because otherwise they take Lightning Bolt, and the Bobble's just going to, it's not doing anything anyways, so. Alright, they would have most assuredly have taken this card had they seen it. I am kind of losing now. I've probably been losing. I did draw something good too. I don't know, maybe I had to just Lightning Bolt Grief. Ugh. Oh, Winter Moon. Yeah, alright, of course. Yeah. Just play Winter Moon, okay. You got it. Thanks for wasting your time casting your commander for no reason. Winter Moon shuts down my entire mana base. Well, at least nothing mattered. Because Winter Moon is in the game. This is all 3 drops. I honestly wish the fetch lands just weren't in the game, so the game could be faster. I'm gonna get a Survive Triumph. Okay, well they need interaction. Oh, no they don't. They have Guardian Idol. They don't need interaction at all. Okay. They could have just blocked it. Yeah, they didn't have to do that. Now they're taking 2 damage for no reason. Could have done this on my end step so I couldn't attack. This person's probably never activated Guardian Idol in their life though, so... Goldspan Dragon? Yep. I guess I just play Fable? What do we top deck a sweeper? Nope. I guess I get rid of Jansen? How else am I winning? This is all just awful. Alright, well. Okay, they just didn't activate or cast the face breaker. I'm not really sure why. I don't get that at all. Let's play this thing. Uh... Manufacturer's not doing anything anymore. So get rid of that. And then I just... Four... No, it's not. Let's just trade. Okay. Didn't quite expect that. Let's sack here. Because that card's winning. I have to stop it. Oh, come on. Ugh. If they warp it, where does it go? I think it goes to my zone? I'm not actually sure. I'd have to read it. Looks like you keep it. The Scarab God is just ridiculous. Alright. Attempt number 46. Does my opponent have... Wait, I don't have an artifact. So if I play this, and then this... Does that change anything? No. Okay, it doesn't even matter which one I choose. Remove that. Technically plays... No, it doesn't even play around Wash Away anyways. One, two... Whatever. Yep. Just ripping pure explosive nonsense right off the top. That's annoying. Ugh. So close. If I... No, that wouldn't have changed anything. No, just top deck counterspell into top deck 3 creatures and 1 card. The Scarab God gave them a bunch of blockers. I don't know. That's the 3rd day in a row. 3rd day in a row, just saying. Third day in a row, people are just ripping the best answers off the top of their deck. It's another spot for top decking. Although to be fair, wait, no, I think the hand was empty after the thing died. Yeah, so that was just a blind rip off the top. Any isolated creature was enough to beat. It specifically had to be something that created a bunch of blockers. Ugh. I'm gonna keep this hand. It just needs a land. Tormod's Crypt. What? In Harrogast? What's the point of that? I don't get it. I'm sure we'll find out. Dark Ritual is pretty good here with Solemn Simulacrum. Let's get a Swamp or a Plains. I guess we could get a Plains. I don't even agree with killing this. I don't agree at all that you should kill this. Should probably just let it chill. Okay, well. Okay. Okay, game. Do I play Puzzle Knot? Probably not. Probably not. Oh look, it's Tezzeret. Guess that kind of explains the Tormod's Crypt, I guess. Okay, sure. You got it. So, let's play Zorn. Swing with the... Alright, yeah, I don't know. Tezzeret's gonna die. This is in my opponent's deck for some reason, and then they got Ghost Vacuum instead of, like, something that draws a card? Like a Chromatic Sphere or something? Because they don't have any cards and they're not going to cast this anytime soon, so that's a little weird. Galvanic Blast is interesting. I just don't know if I would have Galvanic Blasted the Solemn Simulacrum. Probably not. Probably not ever would have done that. Okay. We're starting to peel ahead there with all that nonsense we were doing. Or had in our hands to do. Bolas the Citadel has not come up yet. It probably won't come up, honestly. Probably not. Well, Black Market's a card, I guess. Oh, it's the first sliver. Okay. I haven't seen the first sliver in a while. Quite a while, actually. I could just... oh, that was the best draw on my deck. That was the literal best possible draw. Wow. That's nuts. That's just actually insane. Alright. Discard... Wait, twice and put... What? Okay, so they got some signets, I guess. I'm gonna plus this because I want the -4 as a thing I have access to. And I should also play something that dodges a board wipe. I mean, I could just sack that anyways. I don't know. Man, the damage of this left alone is nuts. Alright, do we have the perfect colored mana? We do. This signet was random, by the way. Oh, look! A sweeper. Right off the top randomly. Amazing. So, each one... Let's play... What do we do? Chainsaws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 in attack, 7... So... Commander? No, we're just gonna do this. We're just doing this. And then we're gonna cast Tezzeret? No, we're not. We're gonna play that, this, swing. Oh, it doesn't have... Oh, I missed a token. I'm an idiot. It doesn't have haste. I thought the 3/2 could attack and I was gonna make a doll token. Alright, I'm an idiot. Fortunately, however, we're still looking pretty good. They have to deal with a board and a 3/3 haste creature. Also, activating a Johnny did not fundamentally matter. There's nothing to reanimate really in my graveyard. They didn't get anything. They have Omniscience in their deck? What? Why do you have Omniscience in your deck? Alright, get wrecked. Hey, we beat the first sliver. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of surprising. They also randomly generated a black-white thing, which apparently was the mana they needed? Yep. I mean, they do get to pick and choose between the two they generate, and I don't know if which one's like relics. Is it random? It is random. This is extremely unreliable for like a ramp spell. This is kind of a cool one. I don't know. You could just play any other like lantern, or there's so many cards you could play instead of this. It does give you 2 mana ramp, and 1 goes into play immediately, so that's kind of neat. Right? Like, you ramp all the same, and I guess most of the time it's not going to color screw you. It's, I guess, very unlikely to. I don't know, it's a cool card. There's just so many options that's not, like, way up there for me. Looks like they have the final parting thing. I don't know what they're doing with Omniscience. That's weird. That's a bit strange to me. Breach is also strange. I don't know what the first sliver's trying to mill out of itself. And then, of course, you know, as one does, you know, they get the first thing it hits is a sweeper, because, you know, that's just what they needed. So, of course, they get it. But yeah, we missed an Ajani activation, which fundamentally would have done nothing. I didn't have a red permanent, so it wouldn't have done damage, and the token wasn't going to do anything because it died to a sweeper. Okay. But I did miss an activation. Well, Jan doing 3 damage is pretty ideal. That means they can't just simply cast Farewell and win. Is this the dumb one or the stupid one? This is the dumb one, okay. K-Command... I have actually 1 drop too, alright. Let's play... this untapped. This can get a plains. Probably should? I mean, some kind of white source. Some kind of white source. Well, this is play versus draw being, like, comically crucial here. Like, to a clown level degree. Crucial. Well, you can't kill the token. No, you can't kill the token. What are you... This flips with enough loyalty to not die. I don't understand the logic here. You also don't really want to swing at it. Yeah, this is completely bonkers. I mean, they're all in on this, whatever this means. That blows my mind. I respect it, though, I guess. Let's do... Kill disc... Actually, let's just do that. And then K-Command... the artifact and kill the Ragavan, because they seem interested in having it hit me. Okay, what do we have? What is this? Nothing, we're just LARPing. Alright. Alright, Mythic Rare number 1 into Mythic Rare number 2. Beautiful. Do funny stuff. Oh, well. Only that was in a different order. I'm gonna cast it, yep. Off of Sacred Foundry. Okay, that doesn't matter. I should keep manually stacked triggers just enabled at all times. So just those one-off situations don't happen. I should just keep it enabled. It's only been 10 years. Okay. Of course, they have the one and only best possible answer in their deck. Amazing. Well, I probably just straight up lose now. It's like by far the best card they could have possibly had in a teamer deck. And of course they had it. I draw nothing. Opponent just gets Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest. Okay, you got it. Talent. Well, always draw Brother's Hood End, I guess. Literally one on the spot because of one card. Amazing. I could beat probably any kind of sweeper except the one that kills a Johnny. Whatever. Wasn't meant to win that game, I guess. Fatal Push, no black mana though. Oh, we have black mana in the Terrarion. I suppose. Okay, well, I don't have black mana when I need it, so I'm already basically just lost. Oh, I had Voltic Surge. I'm dumb. I had Voltic Surge. Alright, I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. I had the solution to my problem. I don't have to worry about Scute Swarm until way later, so this is not really a big reason to kill it. So, black, 2 creatures. Alright. Let's kill... this stupid thing. I have to kill this, otherwise I'm screwed, so I guess I'll just kill it now. Of course my opponent has the best possible land in their entire deck. Don't think anything matters anymore. Can I kill that? Nope, not reliable. No, wait, do these make flyers? It doesn't make flyers. Of course it doesn't. Ridiculous. Again, this is the second time the Toph player had the best possible land to Earthbend and immediately won with it. Alright. 100 card Singleton format. They didn't search for it with any card. They just simply had it. I also didn't kill the Llanowar Rails, which in the long run actually didn't even matter. It wouldn't have slowed them down at all. They could have just skipped the Pock turn. Llanowar Rails on the play, I lose. Yeah, Llanowar Rails, Scute Swarm, Pock, Tough. Best land. And I'm sitting over here playing 1/1s. I'm making gnomes while my opponents are playing 3 lands a turn. That is a mana confluence. As a Mox Opal. They did not have to cast Mox Opal right there. They could have just waited. It's usually right to wait. They're probably just being lazy. I don't blame them. Okay. Don't you have Entomb Reanimate? Are you kidding me? Okay, well. Historic Brawl, I guess. Historic Brawl. Entomb Reanimate. Ice Commander. At least we made a 1/1. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't even make a 1/1. We died before we did anything. Amazing. But Ancient Tomb had to go, though. Ancient Tomb had to go. It did. Chrome Box had to go. Entomb Reanimate, though. That's fine. I don't see a problem with that. That should stay forever. Do I swing first? I'm trying to think. Yeah. I guess I'll play it anyways, but... Do I swing with it? No, that's not correct. There's only... It gets 2 treasure tokens? Yeah, there's no reason to sack it now. Unless I want to exile something with for cog work. Maybe I do. Maybe I do, yeah. I think that's reasonable, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, there's probably... Black market? All of these are fairly the same. I don't know. I doubt it's chainsaw. These are all kind of similar, except chainsaw. I'm taking one of these 3. I just don't know which one exactly. Alright, so... do this. Swing. Yeah. And then play black market. And they kept Thought Not Seer around, interestingly. Okay, that stack doesn't matter. Wishclaw Talisman is ideal. So is this. We could get Paradox Engine? I don't really know. I can also just lose to the dumbest card in the game next turn and nothing matters anyways. I really don't know what I'm looking for off this. I need to make at least one... Well, as many things as I can do with that card is what I need to do with it. So let's get rid of that. Let's play Wishclaw. No, whoa, whoa. Let's play Chainsaw. Get rid of the Mana Dork. Could have done that in the opposite order, actually, so that had more stuff on to it. Let's steal Thought Knot. It's a colorless threat. They cannot exile it. My opponent's hand is awful. Let's take that thing. Let's play the damage game or the... Alright, we did it. We did enough things that my opponent was over it. We did enough things. We have 7 in colorless, and soon to be 10, with another 3/2, and those colorless threats cannot be dealt with a Johnny, with Ujin. So I can continuously kill it if they continuously cast it. But it is notable that my opponent did not do the turn your brain off and only cast ramp spells. Because if they did, we probably wouldn't have gotten this far, or the game would have looked very different. They tried to do anything that wasn't mana rocks, and look where that got them. I was probably not going to do as well if they only had mana rocks. Not just the reanimate. It's another game I just didn't snap off Enlightened Tutor. Makes me wonder if it's even right. I think it is. I haven't been finding comfortable lines to move with it. I don't know. Have been finding the lines, I guess. I don't know how it's wrong. I can just play Tapland turn 1. I don't have to play this. What is this? This is the 2/2 Nashi? Combat damage, mill, legendaries or enchantments. Okay. Ashnod is odd. What is that doing? What? Okay. You've convinced me to take care of it? I guess? That's still a little strange. But you've convinced me. I could have actually just waited. I could have just waited and not fired that off immediately. I mean, they can pick it back up. I don't know. Ashnod's just nuts to me. Let's play Chromatic Star here. When can I crack this? Second or anything? Just whenever. No, sorcerer. Alright, well, they can pick up Ashnod, I guess. Okay, they found a better card to pick up, so never mind. I think we're on the lose to a counterspell situation regardless, so I should leave up Kolaghan's command so I don't lose to a counterspell, because I otherwise would basically just lose to a counterspell. Oh, there's just force and negation anyways? Is that what's going on? No, I guess not. Oh, I think the discard was resolving? I'm not sure. What did they... They discarded Fatal Push. Alright, well that would have killed my commander, technically. I don't think I've ever played against this. Umezawa's Jitte is pretty out there, but it gets there eventually, I guess. I mean, the damage it pushes is pretty significant, I guess. It's interesting. I'm more concerned about Malcolm than I am the Jitte. Although it is 2 charge counters, it's not 1. So they can technically kill my commander, yeah. Zorn is interesting. I have yet to put it in play. Can't seem to put it in play. We're going to draw first. Jitte is actually just completely bonkers. Do I play this instead? No, we can just play this land, that's fine. Professional Facebreaker doesn't take much to do something here, so I think I'll keep it. They can kill my 1/1s, if that's what Jitte feels like it wants to do, but it probably wants to kill my commander. I have to deal with this. I mean, the Jitte is fine, it's the fact that it's on a flying creature, because of course it is. So I'm losing to the flying creature. I guess on the bright side, there isn't too much to destroy from my end that is, Wait, what? Oh. Smoke Shroud, huh? Alright, another flying creature. Great. Wait, doesn't this fall off because it's an aura? That might just fall off because it's an aura. Correct. So let's play Facebreaker. Make a treasure token. Ugh. The flying threats are just comically disgusting here. I have yet to have Zorn do anything. So I will cast Zorn. They can just kill it with Jitte. It doesn't do anything. Black Market helps my opponent. I don't know. Well, I guess that does something. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Okay. Did I block this? No. I don't think so. Opponent really values the Jitte counters. I'm not really sure why. Other than they must be the only things they have access to. So, 1, 2, 3 is not enough. Surveil 2. We can play our commander. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one, it's just 4? It's just 4. Of course it's just 4. Whatever. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Jitte coming in it's very, very significant this very turn. The main issue was it was attached to an evasive creature the whole game. Alright, I like to see that. That's a good sign. I like to see that. What I need is them to have very little else. Of course, they have other things. So, come on, man. Good grief. Come on. Whatever. Come on. I'm just getting dunked on by like the most random things. Oh, awful. I can't. They need to have like one less thing amongst the bunch of things they had. Actually, Ashiok didn't matter. It didn't even matter. So there was that. Ashiok is that one less thing. Still didn't get there. Yeah, the Malcolm flying was just won them the game single-handedly. I literally lost the game to a 2-1 flyer. Alright, well, I guess it's deserved because that's what a Johnny does. Matoya, well, that doesn't really kill anything. It actually kind of ignores me. I have to play this turn 1. This is a good card. I don't know if I have time for it, but I would like to try to cast it at least once. So that'd be pretty cool. Stern Scolding wins the game. It looks like they didn't have it. I'll put this on white or red. Probably white. Either white or it doesn't matter, so I don't know. It's one of the two. Let's play this, I guess. This plays around Wash Away, which I would probably definitively lose against had they had that. I don't know, Wash Away this time. You could just cast your commander. It's not unreasonable here. It is a 1/4. Okay. When this attacks, scry 1. Okay, that's kind of neat. Swing with these two. Sack the frontliner. Can I target myself with this? No. That would be kind of funny, huh? So, now what? Just pass the turn? Yep. I could sack this, but I'd rather not do that right now. It actually really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like how, in any order I do it. This one can get countered at this point, which I guess could get a counter spell out of my opponent's hand, so they're both kind of reasonable, maybe. Okay, that did just simply work. Swing here. Play this. They're gonna untap with their commander and probably just beeline ahead of me. That doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I should have sacked the munitions then. Oh, here we are. It's not too late to do... Wait, what does that do? Whenever you scry verse counter, exile this, draw for each verse. If it has 7 or more verse counters on it, take an extra turn. Okay. That is a lot of... there's a lot of that. So let's get rid of the munitions. I think I'm just going to kill the Ajani token at this point. So I guess I'll just do that. I don't know if this deck plays protection spells. It feels a little weird. But I think maybe one of them scries? Maybe? Kind of? Maybe? Let's just run this out, I guess. And I'm just gonna do this now. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. There's no reason to really hold it. Opponent has to deal with the board. In their mono blue deck, there are very few cards that do, in fact, deal with the board. So they're going to need one of them. Honestly, I should have left up Lightning Bolt. It doesn't. I don't think there's anything Lightning Bolt's going to really meaningfully change, actually. They just, like, have to have one of the few answers to this. No, not even Cyclonic Rift. I don't have enough mana. It's like just River's Rebuke. It's like the only card here. I guess you could extra turn spam, but you'd have to do something with that. It really is just River's Rebuke, I think. Or one of the things that are similar to it. Okay, well that certainly isn't it. Let's, present lethal. They had Cyclonic Rift. Of course they did. Why did they wait until I activated it? That makes no sense. They let me get to an activation with this. That's insane. Oh, it's because I had a way to get it back. Ah, it's because I had a way to get it back. I see. Like, I don't know why they let me have the option regardless, though. It just seems weird. 5, 6. Oh, okay. They had Cyclonic Rift and Aetherize, so did we just assume my opponent has also everything else that they'd love to have? There is no real reason to flip this. Yeah, I'm not. I could just play whatever. Flipping a Johnny right now doesn't do anything. So. Did I play a land? I'm gonna draw right now. Okay, I did not play a land. It was right to do that. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's not enough. Alright. They had Cyclonic Rift and Aetherize. Do you also have River's Rebuke? None of these cards help you scry or surveil or anything with your commander. They're specifically so you don't die. And that's all they've had. But we haven't really seen many cards that would benefit with their commander in play. Tap to surveil, which draws a card. There's nothing I can do about that. It's fine. They're back to being dead. At this point, I don't think there's a single card in the game that saves them. Other than, like, 16 stifle effects. Which I guess is possible. Suppose it's possible. Looks like they didn't have it. Alright. I'm not sandbagging them. I'm just trying to make sure this lightning bolt gets through. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Alright. I thought that was a different kind of counter spell. I'm like, oh, we actually did get it through by casting things in the order in which we cast them. But no, this can't counter spells. But hey, I got them to tap out. So there's merit in that. I don't think it was two. There's always one off, right? I had to use a lightning bolt like that. Right? Counter target piece. Yeah, they would always counter this. It would not be in play for the Ajani ability. I guess because it was a counter spell, I could have played it pre-combat and did the math to see if it was lethal if I played another creature with my Ajani activation there, because it was one off. So, but we would have found this out faster and would have still just lightning bolted face because they would have been tapped out nonetheless. All right. Yeah, there was one munitions miss sequence. I probably should have swapped the Shielder's Edict munitions earlier in the game. That was a misplay. Or at the time, I felt like it didn't matter what order I did it. But it did. I have not played either of these cards yet. No white mana. Whatever. I have a Surveil land. No. Oh look, it's Llanowar Elves. No way. I guess I played this? Create a tapped treasure token. Alright. Does that always have haste? I don't actually know how that reads. This is a 3/3, so... Alright. I don't think Kolaghan's command is what I need right now. What I need is a way to stop dying to haste stuff. That is not how I do that. Might just be screwed here. What's my... yeah, Tinker's Tail? Just the honest 3/3 haste beatdown is just straight up getting there. It's kind of funny. It's just the honest 3/3s are just getting there. How much would I bet they have lightning bolt? Lightning axe. All right, you got it. Gets rid of exploration. Yep, that tracks. Why not? Alright, so I can play that and then lose the game. I could play that. White. This is Delirium, Shatter, Shock. Yeah, this is probably over. I just lightning bolted myself. Shock, sack. I don't have a choice anymore. And then play nothing. Alright. This has hexproof, but it doesn't kill me immediately, I guess, if that matters. Oh, their commander also has haste. Right, silly me. Alright, so destroy, discard. They have hexproof. Okay, we can't do anything. The game's over. Alright, we literally just got killed by 3/3 hastes. 3 mana 3/3 hastes just killed me. That's not a good sign. I'm not going to lie to you. That's actually a very bad sign. That's like the minimum barrier to entry of Historic Brawl is play 3 mana 3/3 hastes. One of them had trample and hexproof. I guess that matters. I really wish this partner thing would go away. Knowing Wizards, it won't for like 20 months. Let's see. Let's see. I have liked Gut. Zorn has done nothing. Literally nothing. Maybe it's just better off as Arcane Signet, which is a miserable thing to have to say. Zorn has done literally nothing. I have not gotten to a Paradox Engine situation, but I think it's possible to get to one. If the stars align in the way in which they could let me. Bolus's Citadel hasn't done anything. I haven't gone wide enough. Yeah, we can take Citadel out. I just haven't found... Like, even with the token doublers, all the games we've played, I wouldn't really have never have gotten there. So... there's that. What about... It's weird to play Mana Rocks and then sacrifice them. This is weird. Yeah, Zorn has done... It's done nothing. It's just done nothing. I've had it plenty of games, too. It's not made a single treasure token. Like, it just hasn't. It hasn't made a single treasure token. Academy Manufacturer also has done nothing. But, I mean, I've already talked about this card. I think this card is... People just, like, type in one of the three because their deck cares about one of the three and just assume it's good because it makes the other two for some reason. It has done nothing. Could run... I don't want to... Honestly, cut down might just be fine. What's this do? Exile an artifact you control. I mean, that's kind of neat. What about this? Exile something, then just sack it to my commander. I guess that's a thing. Your opponent keeps the warped card. Scrap Heap is... No, I'm never reanimating that. Yeah, it's not happening. When this dies or is put into the graveyard, conjure a copy to your graveyard, unearth. When this dies or is put in your graveyard. This might just be slightly better than the Frontliner. They're about the same. They're about the same. Frontliner is a 1-drop. I could run both. I haven't really struggled with... Oh, there is Terminus. Oh, well. It's just kind of mana rock, really, right? 7 mana exile at the beginning of... I mean, yeah, it's mostly just a mana rock in this deck. It would probably be the first mana rock I played, though. It is pretty on theme. I don't think we trigger Corey Steelcutter, ever. Yeah, it also doesn't make artifact creatures or anything. Is that how Fiend Hunter reads? I thought Fiend Hunter gave you back your card. What about Smuggler's Copter? Eh. I did not put Crucius in here. I could put Crucius in here. Probably should put Crucius in here. Oh, yeah, it stays exiled, but that's not the same type of thing at all. We're talking about, like, warping a stolen card. Your opponent just gets the... They keep the card in exile and they can cast it again. They don't make Fiend Hunter text lines anymore. Well, I mean, it's been like 15 years. It's not saying much. Okay, I'm going to take out Tithing Blade. It kind of sucks, actually. Yeah. It kind of sucks. It's like the Virus Beetle, but lateral change. Oh, Hover Ship. Oh, yeah. Or Skyclave Apparition. I mean, there's also just simply Skyclave Apparition. Well, that has no cards in it. Ooh, this has really nothing going on either. I can't say we have too many expensive cards in here, but when you look at hands like that, it definitely feels like it. Goblin Engineer's interesting. I mean, all of this is interesting. Hidden Stockpile's probably... No, I think the actually Doll Maker's too slow just because it won't get there. So do I play this? Alright. Dollmaker doesn't play too nice into the commander we're playing against, specifically. Let's bin... I gotta read this. It's like 3 years. So I kind of like the tote over and over. I guess Hover Ship is about similar, except they can just straight up exile things. Oh look, it's the best card in 1/1 counter deck. Amazing. Amazing. Do I play my commander? I think I should, yeah. And I will sack my end step, so... This gives me a 1/1 servo. Alright, we did some funny loop-de-loops there. Treasure. This should kill this, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, never mind, never mind, never mind. I'm just actually stupid. I'm just actually dumb. I'm just gonna exile it instead. Yeah, I missed the damage. Whoops. Nobody saw anything. That's fine. Is there anything to reanimate? No. Let's just make our little 1/1 there. Alright. Well, it looks like we're doing the thing our deck was designed to do for the first time. So that's pretty cool. That's fairly neat. Against probably the best card in Titus. Alright. Get totally I tried to say trample and schmeeded at the same time and it came out as shrampled. Yeah, I was trying to do math to kill Bristly Bill with damage. It wasn't relevant. I don't think missing a damage is going to matter, though. Most games aren't going to boil down to, like, super close combat anyways. Someone's just going to be ahead, and the other person is going to be over it. Get rid of Scrap Trawler? Because our hand doesn't really like it. I think that's reasonable. I guess nothing matters if I don't draw lands anyways. Of course, my opponent's on the play with the best thing in the game. Let's get rid of it. I'll probably deadly just... Okay, I did draw land, but it is tapped. Land nonetheless, I guess. Okay, that doesn't do anything except stop this card. Do I play... Yeah, we're just going to play this and not use it. I could simply just lose because I can't get anything going. It doesn't really matter that Leovold's in play, though. Not really, at least. Oh, alright. Or it just has one of the 2 cards in the entire game that it cares about. It works, too. Always have it, I guess. Yep, there's another one. I could draw off the interlacer. Oh no, it's a sorcery. I can't draw 1 card off of it. Never mind. I can do this, and then nothing? I can't target my opponent because of Leovold, so I guess I can't do anything, huh? Yep, not really. Alright, whatever. I'm over it. Days Undoing. Full of talent. Delighted Halfling, Leovold, Days Undoing. That and Commit to Memory are the two cards that just wheel. Always have it, I guess. It also specifically shut down the exact cards I played that game, too. It wasn't like I had a hand like this that didn't have any of the card draw spells in it. Because the Drix doesn't work with Leovold. I'd say on average it's not too good against me. But there it obviously was. Oh, look at that. I have the MH3 deck. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to swing. Wait, do I swing with both? Yeah, that doesn't block it efficiently, so... Maybe I play Crucius instead? I should probably play this instead, because the Goblin Bombardment's better than Crucius here. And I want that to resolve. They played a tapped land. Oh, come on. Come on. Really? I guess I should have played Weapons Manufacturing. I should have just played that instead. That is annoying. Dark Ritual, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I Dark Ritual this hand out? Dark Ritual, 1, 2, 3, 4. Weapons Manufacturing. Sure. I mean, they either count... It's not like Dark Ritual is doing anything, so I guess I'll just cast it at the other counterspell. So it's just countering a Solemn Simulacrum. The Dark Ritual is not really part of the game plan. Of course, they have a counterspell again. I guess I actually do get something out of it. Never mind. I forgot about that. I can exile from the graveyard, too. Alright, worked out then. Well, eventually I'll be able to play the game. It is bound to happen eventually. That doesn't matter. So they can make it a 4? 5? 4? 3? Okay. Okay. They could have targeted the Johnny Cat token anyways, so that wouldn't have really done anything. Alright, well, we're ahead. My opponent needs something to stop the board, which, again, is specifically Cyclonic Rift, River's Rebuke, and not much else. Pre-combat, post-combat, doesn't really matter, does it? No. I guess I could have played this one first for an energy. I don't think I'm gonna get to 4 energy this game though. It doesn't really matter. Did they attack me or not? They did? I don't even know. I don't think it matters, but I can't tell. So swing except with these two. Okay. You got it. Oh, I forgot. I can sack the reactor. I forgot. Alright, I missed lethal. Yeah, I completely forgot about the reactor's ability. That's really funny. Completely forgot about it. So let's do this. Oh, wait. We wait till after combat at this point. I think they're dead anyways. Yeah, they're still dead, but that was a mistake. The Academy had to do the thing. Alright, get Schmied it. I could have killed this, it doesn't matter. This is really weird. I don't know what that's going on here. I've never seen anyone play this. Huh. In a mono blue... I mean, it's a flashing 5/5. It seems a little goofy, though. It's kind of cool, I guess. This is also a bit weird. I mean, I don't know. I never feel bad about trampling over a mono blue deck. But yeah, once it's behind, like this, it doesn't really matter if you make mistakes, like losing access to your... Oh, wait. Did I actually... I did lose access. Yeah. I should have just sent it. In fact, I think they were dead. Guaranteed if I wasn't a potato. Yeah, alright. It was the fact that it was a creature just threw me for a complete loop there. It was just a creature chilling, threw me off super heavy. That is funny though. Hey, we have Sword of the Meek now. I'm not gonna craft it at this point, but I'll put it in the deck I upload. I mean, Sword of the Meek is not that crazy, but it's solid. Alright, this opponent was, I think, our first opponent of the day. I think it was. Is this a hand? I don't know. I should probably get the Triome, so I don't make mistakes here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Triome here. Let's not worry about surveilling. Alright, we did it. We put a 1/1 in play. We literally did it. I guess I just play Gut. I guess. Could have sacked the 1/1, honestly. Okay, this is the same exact sequence as last time we played. I had Gut, they had Grief. They took Goblin Bombardment. Alright, get Schmied. That is a categorically different outcome from last time, even with the exact same cards in it. Except, was I on the play? No, I actually wasn't on the play. Oh, you're right. We did it. I mean, Gut is just a lot of damage if it's left alone like that. I suppose at that point I'm just casting my commander. I don't know. Playing into a sweeper is lame, but what else? I'm just not going to play my cards. Hey, we actually scared somebody. I didn't think that would ever happen. Of all the things to concede to automatically, I'm never doing that against Jansen. So that's kind of nice. We take those. I did not expect that to happen whatsoever. Playing Jansen. Did not expect that. Oh, it's a comma. Oh boy. Rampant growth, explosive vegetation, generic other ramp spell, I lose. That's my hot take. Maybe there's a one drop, maybe there isn't. It looks like there's not. It's just rampant growth, explosive, I lose. Confluence, random 1/1. Maybe they play a mana dork? No? Okay, well they didn't cast, Wait. What? My opponent didn't do anything. Oh my goodness. I missed the the Dollmaker shop play. I guess I got super stun locked with the fact that they in fact just did not do anything, so I guess I'm playing this then. Opponent just didn't do anything. Well, you have to have something now. Okay. You can't do nothing for 3 turns in Historic Brawl. I'm still losing. Let's see if they... I did not mean to swing with my commander, but swing with my commander I did. That was a mistake. I did not mean to do that. I mean, I didn't really make a sacrifice, but still. But again, like I said, nothing matters. They just mindlessly ramp, do nothing else, cast a comma, I lose. Making treasure tokens is not going to change that. So... if I... I mean, nothing matters. Nothing matters. Nothing matters here. Does this help? Target creature? So they can't kill this? What about Paradox Engine looping? No, it doesn't happen this turn, so it cannot be good enough. It doesn't happen right now. Yeah, all of the cards I'm playing, none of this does anything. I'm just playing cards. They have 3 activations, or even 2. Nothing is gonna help me here. I don't even have a 5th land, actually. Wait, why did they not cast a comma? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could have cast a comma and just didn't do that. I don't understand. In my opinion, it's far and away the best thing to do. I don't know why you would not do it. Maybe they're just proving my point that it doesn't matter, and they can just wait 1,000 years before they do it. That's probably the logic. What a joke. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Look at this. Ramspell, 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 Ramspell. It's so ridiculous. I can play this, and then I can put a bunch of stats into play. I can play this and get a bunch of mana? Maybe that's slightly better here, just going the mana route. Do I push damage, or do I sack this Terrarium? I guess I'm going to sack the Terrarium. That doesn't matter. Alright, well, Zakama's going to show up, and I don't really have much to do about it. So there you go. It can kill 3 things. It cannot target Goldspan Dragon, but it doesn't have to because it has reach. It doesn't really matter. Why did they not crack the heaped harvest last turn? Oh, could they not have? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. We should play Zakama with only ramp spells and no other spells at all and see what happens. Airbender's Ascension. Alright. That was my opponent's top deck, by the way, if anyone was curious. Mono ramp spells. Right on the very turn they cast Zakama, they top deck their first non-ramp spell. They do target the... Wait, I thought it was... Oh, it's only spell. Oh. Well, that's dumb. Sure loves Zakama. I can swing for 8? Nope, no I can't. That is not true at all. I lied to you. I cannot do that. That's not a... I thought it was a treasure token this whole time. I thought it was a treasure token this whole time. I cannot kill it again. So, not sure what to do now. How? How are you doing this? What? How are you doing this? Okay, you got it. Yep. How? This is literally the third day in a row where people have just ripped off the top the best thing in the universe. I don't understand. It's been 3 days. Look at my opponent's graveyard. Is it ramp spell, ramp spell, ramp spell, ramp spell, ramp spell, ramp spell? They run out of cards. They play all their lands. There's no cards in hand. They play Zakama. And then suddenly, now that they're in the Zakama casting phase of the game, suddenly they have these off the top. These aren't even lands. They're not. They didn't even draw. They're drawing these. It's just insane. I'm actually losing my mind. It's 3 days in a row where everyone's just top decking perfectly. I can maybe beat Zakama if it just happens once and is chilling. You know, just chilling, like lightning bolting my board, and I just find removal spells. Like, I have draws, but I can't stop the 25th Zakama mana. Like, how are people doing this? If someone earlier were talking about the best thing, the worst thing about Magic Arena is the Shuffler. I mean, I've been playing it forever. I don't feel like that's... it's just insane to me. This is so ridiculous. This keeps happening. I don't know. Zakama's the best commander in the game if that happens to you. You only have ramp spells, and then once you cast Zakama, you convert perfectly into bouncing Zakama. What? How? Oh my god. How? It just makes me not want to play anymore. I swear. Where do we get those? Like, how come that doesn't happen to me? Doesn't happen to me ever. 3 days in a row, man. I'm losing my mind over it. I don't normally have like a variance issue because sometimes you just have a day where somebody, you know, your opponents just draw really well. That's fine. right? It's just like playing poker or whatever. Your opponent just had really good hands and you didn't. Now you can still beat really good hands. It's a singleton wonder card format, you know. It goes both ways. It does. It goes both ways. To be fair, I had a high degree of a Johnny representation. Just playing, right? That happened, but it's just completely bonkers. Like, it doesn't get more in your face than Zakama. Just all ramp spells, and then, oh, I don't need any more? Alright, I'll just draw like the cloud shift effects, or the bounce ones. Flickering it doesn't work. You have to actually pick it back up. Airbending works. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I guess I don't get hung up on it too long. Let's just talk about this, Commander. So, oh yeah, Sword of the Meek was something I really wish I had in here, unfortunately. I got the wild card at the end there, but this card is like MVP in this deck, I feel. It's not insane. In fact, I'd argue every game I lost, it would not have then made me win. So take that for what you will. But like, a Johnny is just the best card in the deck and has nothing to do with any of the other cards in your deck. If you want to talk about specifically what Jansen's doing, apart from other just, you know, Dark Ritual, Reanimate, all that nonsense, it's just okay. Like, sometimes you have the perfect sequence of cards that is nigh unstoppable. Losing Chrome Mox is notable. You could probably play Mox Amber, but it feels a little weird to play Mox Amber, in my opinion. You do make a lot of treasures to play like 5 and 6 drops, but I'd say the turns are not the turns. The games in which you would create a ton of value off of this with the treasure tokens, like cascading really fast. Well, I can't use the word cascading. It's a magic text. You know, exploding really quickly into 5 and 6 drops with treasures. The games in which you're doing that, you could, like, you've shown yourself to be able to do the thing you want to do unimpeded, and at the point at which you're casting something like Bolas' Citadel, you're probably already ahead, and you could just instead cast things that are good earlier, or when you're not exploding a bunch of treasures in play or something, and have those be better in the non-explosive treasure games. And I think that you're better for that, right? Just 1, 2, 3 drop is a better way to go here. Again, Halo Fountain is weird. I don't think I like it, but even Paradox Engine didn't do anything. It's kind of a lot of setup. It's not a ton, but it is a fair amount of setup for Paradox Engine to do things. I guess I could have also played the One Ring, but then we're going in a probably a lot slower direction. I don't think this is fast enough to kill people really quickly, and I'm sure there's a way to make it that way. Like, I had the Bombardment and the Fire Weaver. I don't think I ever actually played this. I took out Impact Tremors. I guess I could put it back in instead of something like Paradox Engine. Again, it's just like the setup required for this to go crazy is maybe too much, and you don't really want to ever sacrifice it to your Jansen, so it's just an artifact that is left alone. And there's no guarantee you go crazy with it, but it does make Oswald have like a much better thing to spin on 5. Well, actually, really the only thing to spin on 5, other than this thing, which, again, didn't do anything. You do need a fair amount of 1/1 creatures in play. Well, yeah, pretty much only coming from this thing is why I would play this. Like the 2 1/1s over and over, you kind of need a fair amount, and you, again, cannot actually sacrifice this to Jansen. So that only really feels good in games in which you have displayed the ability to do the thing you're trying to do unimpeded. And in those games, stuff like this is like a win more snowball, as opposed to this is why I won the game. Whereas, like, where is it? Elspeth can just convert whatever you've got going on into a sudden win. This is like, because they don't fly, you're not necessarily converting the board state into a sudden win, like a Crater Hoof or something. So it feels a little bit more of a card that is only good when you're already ahead, and I would advise you to not play cards like that. So I gotta say I'm not a big fan of it, and I never even got it in play anyways. So the token doublers, Anointed Procession, Mondrak, I don't like them. I didn't even bother trying with them. You probably could try them, I guess. I mean, stuff like Gut just felt better when it comes to token generation. I mean, if you have Gut into Mondrak making 2 tokens, that's great, excellent. But you can't sacrifice Mondrak. You have to sack something else, right? It's not free. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the token double, especially when they cost 4 and you have to cast them, which is most assuredly your entire turn, and then you start doing things. It's nice if, like, the saving grace is you do something with this and then you cast it. So, like, you play this on turn 3, and then turn 4 you cast it, and on that turn you have something to do with Jansen. That means Jansen has to be alive, and you also have to have stuff to do with it, which is, in this sequence, it demands that it's your 1-drop or your 2-drop that had something to do with that, and something that is ideal to sacrifice and not something you want to lose forever or whatever. So if you, like, apart from, I don't know, any of these 1-drops that care about this getting sacrificed, any of these 2-drops that I could sack, and then you cast this, and then you cast Mondrak, you sack the 1 or 2-drop that you, I suppose, could have already sacrificed, because it makes the other side of the tokens, right? If you sack a creature, you make the non-creatures. If you sack a non-creature, you make the creatures. So you can effectively loop off of 1 artifact, so you don't need to necessarily skip an activation turn to or have a second artifact or whatever to play Anointed Procession Mondrak on turn 4. So that's kind of interesting, right? It might be worth it with that line of thinking, but I don't know. It just requires your commanders in play, and you had something going on that whole time, and it's your entire turn, and that entire turn might just genuinely be you made 2 additional 1/1s, and then preceding turns you can start making a bunch of mana, right? It's something that is there with them. I don't hate them. What I didn't like is Esper Sentinel. This has been kind of a disappointing card lately. I was surprised about it. I don't have a way to make this large either. I liked this, though. Cogwork Progenitor is really neat. This is a really cool card in this deck. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty down the middle for me. Some games you go crazy, and other games it looks like you played a completely different deck. The variance, it felt, was massive, which could be, just how it was built as opposed to the card itself, but it is a bit vulnerable. It at least actually has haste, which is massive. If it didn't have haste, I think this is just basically unplayable. You can at least do something with it every time you cast it, or ideally you do. But yeah, there are games where you curve out with it and you feel great, and there are other games where you're just not in a position to cast it for like 5-6 turns, and that feels weird. So, but with that being said, there are at least 150 cards in the game that I think are fine to play with it. These are just the 99 I put in. There's probably a better iteration of this. I'd have to go back and see other Jan lists. I looked at Jan lists online. That's where this one actually started. It was one of the most recent ones, but it was still an old list because a lot of people, I guess, just don't play this thing. But every time I play against it, it seems to have a bit more going on than what I was able to do with it this time. So yeah, Zorn didn't do anything either. What is it? Zorn. This did nothing, and it was in the deck. I had it a few times. Never made a treasure token with it. Not a single time. So with that logic, it just kind of confirms why I don't like Anointed Procession Mondrak. Because sure, you make 1/1s and the treasures, but this never worked. never found a window to like put it in play and then have the thing continuously happen and also have it matter. So I just don't like token doublers. I mean, tokens as in general are kind of really weak. Apart from, I think Heir Apparent has proven itself to be pretty viable, especially with like Elspeth just being a crater hoof in the command zone. I mean, honestly, I lost to a deck that just played 3-mana 3/3 hastes with no text other than haste. I just lost. Just 3-mana 3/3 haste, and then another one, and then another one. Like that just was enough, and you can't ask for a more bare bones down the middle strategy to have a game against. And I got completely, well, not literally trampled over, but hasted out, which is a bad sign. I don't think, like, that's the ultimate question. Can you beat a 3-mana 3/3 haste every turn, starting on turn 3? Losing my voice, as is tradition at this point, really. But yeah, it plays a lot of cool cards. I would like to keep this one in the back of my mind for the future and probably play it again and change like 30 cards or something, because some of these just felt not great at all. Even like this, not that one. What is it? This one? I didn't like this at all. Like, you have to sack it itself to get the 1/1. It lets you choose, like, oh, I can sack this to make 1/1s with my commander, or I can sack it and then with the 1/1 make treasures with my commander. So you sort of choose what sack side you're using. Which side of the sack? I couldn't help myself. Which side of the sack you're using on this with this card. So that's kind of cool, but like, you're playing this, and you're playing this in a format where people have Entomb Reanimate, right? This is only going to go so far. It's cooler in maybe Artisan Brawl, but like, you know, there's cards like these are, you're playing against Ragavan, Tamiyo, Llanowar Elves. Like, what are we doing with this, right? There's cards like that. When you read some of these in isolation, you can only imagine what the strategy is that would make you want to play that in Historic Brawl. Like this, literally Entomb Reanimate is the thing. Like, you're not, it's so hard to, you just got to accept those losses, I guess, and just find opponents that let you do stuff. Because otherwise, you know, you're playing vintage. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully with less crazy top decks from the opponents, because I'm over it. I'm over it. It's been 3 days. Please. 3 days in a row is a lot. It is a lot. Alright, get out of here.